Wah, wah, wah. More flat drop, my niggas. Y'all still want to get drippy? Y'all want to get in that water? Phases of the moon. Is the moon a reflection, like a moon map? Shout out vibes of the Cosmo, Nas confunding. Everybody surfing this way. Everybody surfing this way. Shout out to Mysterios, Olivedados on IG, man. Shout out to the con. I am Dame. I'm not the Dame from C. Arson out here in LA, man. One of my day one niggas sending me that drop, man. I appreciate when the real ones pay attention, man. You know you doing it, man. You know you in the vibe. So we got a lot of real ones paying attention, man. I appreciate all my real niggas, man. We're just talking about perception. You know what I mean? I look at this, it's crazy, man. Hawaii's so beautiful, so amazing, so immaculate that we're still guessing about this stuff. We're still asking questions. What is this disc? What is this? A disc or a sphere? What it like? Creation is so immaculate that we can have all these books, have all this so-called knowledge, and still not know nothing, man. But the moon does look like a map. The moon does look like a flat map, man. More lands, more worlds beyond the pole. We're gonna get some more IG, my niggas. Don't trip, don't trip. I want to see some rockets, man. I want to see some rockets popping off, man. I want to see some rockets popping off, man. Um, I mean, first of all, let's talk Quran. Let's talk surahs. Let's talk Quran. What's this? Surah Taha 53. Go to Surah Taha 53. 53. 2053. I'll leave a link. We're going to read different translations of this surah in the Quran. We dig a lot on the Tanakh, but we can find drop everywhere, man. Let's go. It is he who has made for you the earth as a bed spread out. Don't that sound like Isaiah chapter 40, like a tent? Spread out the heavens like a tent, like a canopy. God, different translations. So even in the Quran, right? It is he who has made for you the earth as a bed spread out and inserted therein for you roadways. Now, we ain't talking about no car roadways, my nigga. We're talking about ley lines, man. Energetic frequency intersecting lines. Roadways and sent down from the sky, rain, and produced thereby categories of various plants. Are the plants fake? So how can the flat bed that is spread out, because ain't no ball spread out like a bed, my nigga, like a bed, like a canopy, like a tent. What it say in the Flat Earth Bible, man? Y'all remember? I mean, we just getting, some flat drop 101. I know we got a lot of links, my nigga, what I mean? Just bear with it, nigga, man. Let's see, is this it? Okay, yeah, man. So of course we don't win over, right? Job chapter 9, verse 8. Who by himself spread out the heaven. Spread out, just like we just got in the Quran, right? Spread out. Bed, spread out. I'm just correlating some drop. We just getting started because I want to watch a rocket, a real rocket, launch from space by SpaceX, man. Last month they launched something. Some of y'all saw it, some of y'all didn't. So it's a 1 minute clip. I want to see this rocket. It said exploded. We know we got heavens above, waters above, right? We know about Operation Fishbowl. This ain't nothing new. Blasting nukes into the sky. We're gonna touch on a little bit of all this. This ain't gonna be too long, my knock. I'm gonna go quickly. So hold on to your boot bones and let go. Halal HaWah. Who's surfing the wave with me? You surfing the wave with me? Man, I'm surfing the wave with you. Halal HaWah. HaWah. Because we see clearly, right? We see clearly, Khan. Yeah. Look, man, I don't care who gets it, right? As long as the real ones get it. You know what I'm saying? I just want the real one. As far as any other jabronis that's paying attention, all up in our classroom, I mean, I'm gonna come back to this. We're gonna dig on some proverbs, man. But as far as all these jabronis, man, I don't do it for the jabronis. I know that they will cleave to our house because it will be like the light, like the moth clinging to the light, to the firelight. They gonna have to cling for their salvation. They gonna have to cling to the house because it's all order. Just like we have order over atoms, there's an order among the tribes, and that's what they don't want to talk about. The Creator's tribal, right? Hear this word that HaWah has spoken against you, who, O children of Israel. So we're not talking all the tribes of Abraham and boom, 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 and all the Confederacy, Psalms 83, Moabites and them. We're talking about Jacob, the 12 tribes, right? Against the whole family. What family? The children of Israel. So we know what family we're talking about. Which I brought up out the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known. This is tribal. See clearly, my naga. I'm talking to you because I don't care if these jabronis get it. I care if the real ones get it. When I talk flat drop, I'm talking to the real ones, my naga. We don't do this for views and clicks. We do this because we need orientation pies and orientation enchiladas, man. Because you on a battlefield and you don't know which way is up. You don't know which way is north, south. You don't know if you're on the east or the west. You don't know what continent you came from, where you dropped off from. You don't know your last names. You don't know your tribal names. This only happened to this extent to one group of melanated people. Not even all groups of melanated people. It's a more and more war. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will visit upon you all your iniquities. That means when you didn't want to put the Most High over everything and you went after Baal or you went after these other powers, even in these holidays, to this day, you listening to this with Christmas decorations all around you right now. All this is to their powers. December 25th, you're talking about what, the birth of Nimrod, the birth of Zeus. Like, they're doing this winter solstice pop off so crazy for a reason. They got to pay all their light bills for all these lights. It's currency, it's worship, it's energy they're worshiping. Then they cut the tree and throw it away. More death, right? Thanksgiving was about all this death of these turkeys, which represented us with these feathers. Then they got this death of the trees. Christmas is called Death of the Trees. How many trees got to die? How many turkeys got to die? Why something always got to die with you people? That's why HaWah didn't know you. That's why you made your own days up, call them holidays, but we got holy days. And you told us it's all done away with? Well, we started it because we had our own iniquities. We disconnected from our source. That's why we don't know where we are, where we come from, none of that stuff. We don't know if we're spinning or if we're standing still. So we have to investigate. This can't be no psyop distraction, fool. You got to wake up and sniff around this cage because that's what Hijack City has made it or created within it, a cage. And we're trying to see the fullness of HaWah's creation. We are proving the creator, not for you jabronis, but because we only has HaWah known of all the families of the earth. I said of all the families of the earth. I said of all the families of the earth. So the earth is made for who? What did Edris say? Our sakes. So why don't we have our inheritance in it? Because we've been out of code. So HaWah said, because I know you, I'm going to visit you for all your out of orderness because I know you. Because you know better. They don't know better. They're made to be an interference pattern. They're made to test you. They're made to try you. They're made to toughen you up. They're made to make sure that you are who you say you are in Hijack City. Opposition, adversaries are there to prove us. Don't ask where the creator is now. This is proving ground time. You don't need to speak, face to face with the creator. You ain't ready for that. This is the proving ground. You don't want to come to the creator with all your hijack. Trust me. You come to yourself with your hijack. You tribal with yourself. HaWah has visited our iniquities because HaWah knows us, because we the family. We got it worse than anybody else. And that's factoids. Look at the history books, man. And if anyone try to claim they got it worse than the tribes of Israel, I'm not talking about black people, because we already know there's no such thing as black people. Your tribes. What tribe are you from, Anak? You're not a crayon. What did Kendrick Lamar say? That color ain't no fact no more. He said, hey, don't call me black no more. That word is only a color. It ain't facts no more. Don't call me black no more, man. That word is just a color. And it means wicked. It ain't facts no more. What tribe are you from? Are you from one of these tribes that HaWah knows, and that's why you got it so hard? Every time I talk to my Nagas, they're like, damn, my Naga, I'm going through this. I got the pressure on me this way, pressure on me that way. We're still going through what I hope, my Naga, that's all I can say. I hope is the tail end of our punishment, of our time of not knowing, of our time of being disconnected, of our time of being proven. HaWah still to this day visiting us for our iniquities, whether we talking ancestors or whether we talking what we do, because none of us got it right. Will two walk together except they agree? We can't take one more step. We can't walk one more step unless we agree that you're going to stop your iniquity. Keep the code, because you only have I known. This is not the God of all the tribes, Managa. This is the God of Israel. And they got their remixes and clone versions and all this stuff, but they never knew the creator. So when I talk Flat Tribe 101, I'm talking about the inheritance of the tribe, Managa. The tribe. You only have I know of all the families. And if you with us, you with us. If you against us, that's a wrap, Managa. That's a wrap. You ain't just against us. You against HaWah, who has only known the family, man. Israel. So the flat drop is proving grounds, HaWah got them shook, man. They want to get out the firmament. They're hoping to burst their way out, right? They're hoping to burst their way out. It is he who has made for you the earth as a bed spread out and inserted therein for you roadways and sent down from the sky rain and produced thereby categories of various plants. Let's get another version. My Lord is the one who made the earth spread out for you to live on and made for you on it pathways to travel on. Another verse. He who has made for you the earth like a carpet. So either we're talking about the earth as a bed spread, or we're talking about the earth like a carpet spread. Or what does it say in Isaiah? Chapter 40. He stretches out the skies like a curtain. He spreads them out like a tent to live in. So we got confirmation, whether we're talking Quran, whether we're talking Tanakh Managa, he stretches out the sky, Shamayim, like a curtain. He spreads them out like a tent, like a tent. That gives you the perfect visualization for eyes, for those with eyes to see what the habitat basically, what the orientation is basically. When it talks about Hawa walking to and fro on the vault, we literally talking about a solid expanse. A solid expanse, Manai. And this is a handiwork that Hawa's proud of. Job chapter 9, who by himself spread out the heavens, Shamayim. Psalm 19, the heavens, Shamayim, tell out the glory of Hawa. The vault of heaven, Rakia, reveals his handiwork. Psalm 102, the heavens, Shamayim, were thy handiwork. This is a proud moment for the Creator. You're going to take all that away for a ball? And I keep asking you, what handiwork do we see when we talk specifically about a firmament or a vault of heaven? A spinning ball with water somehow curving into a ball? Do you see a solid expanse? Do you see the handiwork? Do you see a tent? Do you see a carpet? Do you see a bed? Come on, man. Do you see earth like a carpet spread out? Do you see earth as a bed spread out? Do you see uh, like a tent? He spreads them out like a tent to live in. Isaiah 40. This information is for you, Manak. Hear this word that Hawa has spoken against you because you had iniquities. And then, later we hear Hawa's going to bring us back from everywhere that we were scattered, right? But first, you know that you only have I known of all the families of this spread out earth. And where it says here, this word that Hawa, see how they put Lord here? And we've been checking, the lexicon in a lot of these biblical verses, you know what I'm saying? Let's check the lexicon on Lord. So when you read Lord in your translation, Manaki, you got to do this, right? And you'll find more times than not that they're going to keep going back to the Hebrew root verb Hawa, which they'll sometimes call Hava, because they changed the W's, Wa's to Vav's from Picto to modern Yiddish, or Heya, because that was the later form. They put the ya on it. Change the frequency up just enough, right? And here it says, hear this word which the Lord, first says Yahweh, then it says it's coming from the Strong's 3068. And when you click on this, it's going to take you to the Hava. And I said, how did they get the HAVAH? So when I'm saying Hawa instead of Lord, I'm not going crazy. Just looking at the coordinates, you're going to see them Heya, Hava. They can't take it all the way to the house, Manaka. You got to take it to the house. You got to see it all the way through. If they give you a Hava, you got to go back into the Hebrew Aleph Bet. They are giving you Hava, right? So the simple thing to do now is find that Vav they're giving, that Va, and backtrack it, and you'll backtrack right into the Wa, to the ancient, right? So they turned the Wa, W-A-W, to what? V-A-V. Boom, and that's how they get to Hava, Manai. They switch the frequencies up on you to the Yiddish, from the Vavs, or from the Wahs to the Vavs, the tent peg. So Wah describes this tent spread out, and the Wah, which is the shaper or the father is the security, and the mother is the breath, the revelation, the look. And you put the framer and the shaper, the mother, father, you know what I'm saying? Energy, frequency, vibration, man. And now you got a unity of breath and security. And you realize there ain't no breath without security. And there ain't no security without breath. And they're gonna take your ancient vibration, and they're gonna flip it. And they're gonna lead you a little bit, and you're gonna have to keep going. You go to Heya, you have to keep going to the earlier form. We've been through that, right? So they go from WAVs to VAVs, WAVs to VAVs, WAVs to VAVs. Boom. And that's how we get to Hava. And we went through a whole rabbit hole, dragon chase, and went all the way back to the Heya. And obviously, the earlier form is Hava. You can't go no more back than the Picto Paleo, fifth and the sixth letter. Ka. Okay. Just checking what they meant by Lord, and then we get to Hava or Hawa. So for anybody new surfing the wave, so why you keep saying Hawa? Not only is it the fifth and sixth letter of Picto Paleo, after you walk through the door, after the strong power leads you through the door, it starts to make perfect sense why you would need breath, that look, like Proverbs 8, mama tell you, I'm at the gates, I'm at the door, right? We got that last time. But you have to come through the door every day, every thought, every action is you going through the door. I don't feel like doing this, but I know it's good for me. I don't feel like eating these fruits. Go through that door. And in that, you'll find life. You'll find breath. You'll get your inhale. That's mama. Inhale, and exhale. That's masculine. Wow. So inhale, exhale. Wow. Wow. You breathe, right? So that's breath. Is that air you breathe in, Monaga? So you are already processing the creator's name even before you understand the pronunciation, the vibration. But this ain't a frequency they gave us. This is what a dragonfly perspective HaWah has led us collectively on this investigation. And here we are. So HaWah. You walk through that door, strong power enters your house. You start to gather, you tribe up, you walk through an entrance, you on the move. You walk through that door, bang, you got the revelation. You know what to do. You got the breath. Breath work is so important for your security, Khan. And the tent peg is the foundation that secures the tent so it cannot be moved, just like the earth. It establishes us, just like our habitation is established, firm, fixed, and immovable. Y'all ready to eat now that you got your Hawa? Anything after this only adds to it, my naga. But you needed the breath and security to eat. So don't skip your framer, don't skip your shape. Don't be stubborn, my naga. You see clearly, open your eyes, man. Open your mind, bro, man. Get your Zon. Then you can cut out the BS right now. You can cut out the hijack and get your nourishment. But before that nourishment, you needed that look, that added look, that secure revelation, that secure breath. You need to be hooked in with that tent peg, foundational. Now you can eat, my nugget. This is what they mean when they say Lord. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I want to watch a rocket. I want to watch a rocket. I'm just rocking out. I want to watch a rocket. I'm just rocking out. Hear this word, the people of Israel, the word HaWah has spoken against you, against the whole family I brought up out of Egypt. Yeah. You only have I known. Come. Fair use in your caboose ball. You know what I mean? We're going to watch a rocket take off and watch it hit the firmament. That's all I can say. Let's just watch it hit the firmament. Fair use, section 107, copyright, criticism, comments, teaching. Let's go. Okay. Now this was November. A number of my Nagas been dropping these rocket launches. I've been meaning to get to them. So ThaWaDa to all my cons sending in great drop all the time. Whether you're on the IG, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, you hitting at the email or however you getting it. You know what I'm saying? Makan AD, the True Seeker, also sent this in. So, out to AD, ThaWaDa to you, out to your family, Makan. All right, so yeah, let's watch a rocket. They're gonna kind of clip this up, and let's just go along for the ride. And just notice, man. Let's see how long it goes straight up, because they always start curving, right? They always start curving. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna reload because I see them playing with us. I want to see a clear. You see that right there? I want to see that clear, as clear as possible, because it don't get no better, man. I've never seen it this clear. A rocket splash into the waters above the way this rocket is about to splash. I wonder if like they're hitting random spots. Knowing them, this thing is probably like calculated to hit some type of crack that maybe they cracked before, and they are hoping to get through some weakness or weaker parts of it. That would make sense. What SpaceX might be doing, you know, really targeting certain areas of the firmament. Watch this real close, my naga.
Chambers pressure nominal.
We are T plus 40 seconds into the flight of Starship. 33 Raptor engines powering the first stage.
Power and telemetry nominal.
We've heard power and telemetry nominal call out. We're heading downrange over the Gulf of Mexico.
Then they cut to some super wide shots. So bear with them, you know, bear with them. I think that first close shot probably also, I don't know. I mean, maybe they didn't want us to see it up close, or maybe that was the point of impact. You know, maybe the camera went out because of the so-called explosion. But just pay attention, man. These are like missiles. Well, they are missiles. They're saying test flights to us. Starship, right? Starship. But really, man, these are like targeted missiles, I think, hitting certain areas of this firmament, man. Let's see it. Let's see it. Here we go. Here we go.
Separation.
Some type of separation.
Here they come. Here they come.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Here they come. Here comes, yes, number one.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
It imploded. Here they come. Here comes, yes, number one.
Woo! Look at that splash in the waters above. Do y'all see clearly? That ain't smoke, my nigga. That's water. That's a ocean up there, man.
Here comes, yes, number one.
Woo! Now, did this one kind of get through part of the barrier and into the waters above? Because obviously There's a firmament separating the waters below from the waters above. I don't know. It didn't start raining right after, nothing like that, but it definitely was a big splash. Maybe this is high ether water before the firmament. I don't know. Because I remember that August Picard commercial, and he went straight up and crashed into that water, right? Hold up, man. Ooh, we having too much fun. Hey, y'all let me know if I'm overdropping. It's flat drop 101, but there's so much drop coming across the drop desk. I feel like a kid again, man. I feel like I'm just starting out with the flat drop. That's how excited. I ain't been this excited for flat drop in like 10 years, man. So bear with me. I'm having fun. Everything cycles back around. That's why I never forced it. I could have, could have kept doing flat drop and doing it. You know what I mean? But we needed to balance. We needed to be code keepers first of all. Understand our code, understand our frequency, and we definitely needed, the Presta investigation. You know what I mean? So the indigenous truth. We needed all that. Now we are confirming HaWah's word, man, and we're seeing the evidence with eyes wide open, man. This is amazing, amazing.
Here they come.
Here they come. Here they come.
Here comes,
Woo!
yes, number one.
Bing pow! Ooh, a bird say, what it do? Look at them waves. Look at them waves. All right, all right. Keep that image in mind, right? And let me see if I can pull up August Picard commercial. I'm just freestyling, belly flopping my noggin like, this is the cozy zone. Welcome to the cozy zone. Let me just hit up YouTube.com. Y'all could do this too. Sit around with your children and kick back and look at this stuff. You'll be amazed at how much our children want to be informed, man, with the truth. You know what I mean? With mind blasting type of conversations. Like challenge their minds, challenge them to visualize, man. Oh yeah, okay. August Picard. Okay, yeah, trailer, yeah. Hey, fair use. Shout out to the Kanyaki, man. Popping off UB News. I see y'all. All right, so y'all saw that big splash. I know, I want to make sure you see it fresh. So I'm gonna show you one more time. Look at the splash. And we're gonna go see this Hennessy commercial. One more time. Look at this amazing splash. This is the best evidence I've seen of the largest splash of water I've seen in the sky. I don't know about y'all. Y'all let me know. This is the best footage I've seen of the waters above, man. Let's get it.
Separation. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Here comes, yes, number one.
Now, what are they cheering for? It says this thing ended in an explosion. Shouldn't they be like, oh no, boss? Was it their mission to explode something so high up? Was that on their mission statement? What was there? What were they supposed to land this thing? They wouldn't say explosion. If they were, did they mean to explode this thing? What are they cheering about if it exploded? Unless the private secret mission was a targeted missile, at a certain point, coordinates, what I'm saying, on the firmament. And they were happy with the impact. They seem to be more happy with the impact which got me thinking back to Operation Fishbowl, which we'll get, right? So that's a big explosion.
Come. Here they come. Here comes, yes, number one.
Woo-wee.
It exploded.
And then they get quiet. Look at the waves. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. All right. Keep that in mind. Let's look at August Picard. We're gonna keep surfing the wave. Like I said, it's ain't gonna be too long. It's gonna be a. I'm I'm gonna do some rapid fire. It's gonna be the most rapid fire field flat drop 101 of all time, man. August Picard trailer, man. Y'all remember this? Wave surfers, fair use, and they caboose. Oh, no. Just like Giannini, Worlds Beyond the Poles. He's doing stratosphere tests. He want to go straight up and yada yada. This is when we have real explorers, whether they're going straight up or straight out, like Admiral Byrd. But this is a commercial for Hennessy bursting through the waters above. He's going up. He's going up. Woo! Woo! You didn't see no ball, buddy. Buddy. You didn't see no ball. They gave you all the drop. Look how flat. Spread out like a bed, like a curtain, like a tent. Look how flat spread out the earth is. And you go on Google for a real picture of Earth, you're gonna see this dramatized curvature, curvature, curvature. You would see that curvature, my nigga. This is a real, this is real footage because we have one just like it with the sun. Look how close the sun is. It's right. The sun can't make a sunspot from 93 million miles away, boss. Wakey, wakey. If the sun was 93 million miles, it would light up everything damn near evenly that's hitting that side. It wouldn't make small sunspots based on the positioning. Right, it's right on top of the Earth plane, 3,000 miles up from the land. In the Book of Enoch, that's what it says. So we got so much validation from these prophets, man, from Enoch to Isaiah, even to the Quran, right? All throughout Psalms, firm, fixed, and movable. We got nothing but confirmation on confirmation. Hijack City got nothing but NASA and gravity, man. We gonna pop your ball, man. We gonna pop your ball, man. Look how flat the plane is, spread out. Now they try to put a little curve on it. Look, it's all good. We going up. We going up. Going up. We going up. All the way up. Nothing could stop us. We all the way up. Oh, slow down, boss. Slow down, boss. Ooh, ooh, wee. You just burst through the ceiling, boss. And it was all water, boss. Waters above, waters below, boss man. Like drop is crazy. Drop is crazy. Crazy in love, man. Crazy in love with HaWah. Genesis chapter 1, right? Come on. I said, come on. Crazy in love with you, Drop Nation. In the beginning, HaWah created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit moved upon the face of the water. And HaWah said, let there be light, and there was light. And HaWah saw the light. That is good. It was good. And HaWah divided the light from the darkness. And HaWah called the light day, the darkness night. And the evening and the morning were one word first day. So on the very first day, we have this greater light. The sun and moon are not in the picture. It's a greater light. Now we get a firmament, right? HaWah said, let there be a firmament. Now we got the handiwork of HaWah. Rakia, I beat it out with my right hand. I meted it out. The expanse of the sky, the heaven, Shamayim. I spread it out like a tent to dwell in. Curtain, right? So first we just got to avoid light from darkness. Which light? There ain't no sun. Let there be a firmament in the midst of the water, and let it divide the waters from the water. So when they go up and we talk firmament or dome or whatever, we got water up there, boss. Water, man. Look, everything is water. The air you breathe in is still water. My noggin. We're in water. We're like in water. Water, like it's like a bubble with like a little air pocket, right? We're in the air pocket. You gotta surf the wave. You have to learn how to swim, my noggin. You have to swim and not get wet, my noggin. Sink or swim, you better swim because you are surrounded by water. You are the water, matter of fact. You are the water. So this firmament, this dome is now a division between the waters and the waters. HaWah made the firmament, divided the waters from which were under the firmament, from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And HaWah called the firmament heaven, Shamayim, and evening in the morning, evening in the morning was the second day. Shalak. So that boom, that second day stuff, firmament, bang. Third day, let the heavens under, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together into one place, and let dry land appear. Right? And now you got the trees, grass, fruit yielding seeds. That's third day. Fourth day, let there be lights inside the firmament, right? In the firmament. Not out, my noggin. Not out. Not out. So if you don't know there's a firmament and light should be in it, so now they got to abolish the firmament like they abolish ether. Because they can't, measure the movement of earth through the ether because the earth ain't moving. So instead of saying the earth ain't moving, they say there ain't no ether. There's a vacuum or void of space. Cappadocia. And they got to abolish the firmament because then they got to explain lights being within the firmament, not out the firmament. But it says it twice. Let there be lights in the dome. In the dome, right? Should I say dome? Make it clear, all right? Let there be lights in the dome of the heaven or vault, right? To divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the dome of the heaven. No, I made the two great lights back. So what light was it on the first day? The same light is going to be on the last day, my night. The firmament will be gone. Now there was still darkness and there was light, and there was still a division between day and night, but we needed a division from the waters and the water, first of all. And then since this dome is now blocking the greater light, now we need really two lesser lights, but one is greater than the other. You know what I mean? But they're both lesser lights compared to the greater light. But you're not always going to need the sun. You won't always need the moon because the firmament won't always have to be there to divide, the water from the water. One day the waters will be one. One day the firmament or, the ether will all be one. We don't need no divisions. This was really a testing ground. This is for Hijack City. So they couldn't get too high. They couldn't reach the throne. So we needed a firmament. We're not always going to need a firmament. When you won with HaWah, when you won with the throne, when HaWah's throne is right here, you're not going to need it. You'll be swimming You'll be that dragon flow. So there is water above and there is water below. Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters and let it divide the waters from the water. We are proving HaWah's word. Proving HaWah's word. Get it back, man. Get it back. Get it back, man. Get it back to before they put the fake curvature. That first picture they showed, that was the real drop. All these, they try to throw this little fake curve on it, but what do we see at first, man? Let's get it back. Mm. Here's the fake curve. Fake curve. It's all good. We going up. Nothing can stop us. We all the way up. All the way up. Woo. Splash. They get that ether now. They in the waters. That water. Where the dragons at? Water. Dragons at? You see the dragon. See it now. They see clearly. Why would he start laughing? Because they see clearly. This is real spillionaire. 1931, August Picard became the first man to reach the stratosphere. So when we start talking about stratosphere, this is what F. Amadeo Giannini is talking about in Worlds Beyond the Pole. Nothing could stop. We all the way up, man. All right, all right, all right. There we go. So 1931, August Picard became the first to reach the stratosphere. Right now, this is what they testing. This is what they doing in the 40s. So from the 30s to the 40s to the 50s, U.S. Naval Force Flight 2,300 miles beyond South Pole, January 3rd, 1956. Look it up. Navy's involved with this. This is not BS, man. Connecting land, discovery beyond the South Pole, December 1928. Rear Admiral Richard E. Burr, U.S. Navy, and Captain Sir Geo Hubert Wilkins. Not play. North and South Pole are next to each other. Now you're talking polarity, my nigga. Endless connecting land beyond North Pole, discovered February 1947 by Rear Admiral Richard E. Burr, U.S. Navy, man. The universe as it must deceptively appear and as it has been misinterpreted throughout the ages. They too were taking stratosphere experiments, balloons, all that going straight up. And so he's trying to draw a diagram like, yo, it's more land, more ice, more water. He's giving sort of a clockwise, counterclockwise flow. Up, like everywhere towards, I guess this, you see these little specks, man, like that would be like the stars, like constellations. Like if you were high up looking down, from some, I think they went 65 miles up one experiment. They said New Mexico started looking like stars and all that. We look like stars and constellations if you go up high enough and film down. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole, let's see, where's that New Mexico? Bang. This looks like galaxies, but all this is New Mexico from a stratosphere photo I think how high were they? This stratosphere photograph of a small part of Earth's sky taken from a V-2 rocket 65 miles up shows the globular illusion and photographic distortion as expressed by G&E. Photo by Applied Physics Laboratory of Johns Hopkins University. This is recon, my now. 65 miles up. They looking they're looking back down on the Earth, and it looks like constellations and galaxies to them, based on the illusion, photographic globular illusion, bunch of balls and stars and all this is connected, land, water, that water and more ice, vegetation. From South Pole into the so-called heavens above, all you need to do is go straight. And these little arrows pointing any part of our Earth's luminous outer sky has proven it's just another star or planet. It's just any part of our Earth's luminous outer sky, from that distance up will look like any other star or little planet. It will look like that because of these lens deceptions, man. Land to sky, 7 to 10 miles of oxygen. So, as we watch this August Picard and these stratosphere experiments, right, or even that rocket that we saw from SpaceX blasting into the waters above, they say it's 7 to 10 miles of oxygen. And then I guess, boom, you hit that water. They're doing stratosphere experiments in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, my naga. This is your evidence. U.S. Navy, Richard Byrd. 1931, August Picard became the first man to reach the stratosphere. Bang. And they start seeing all kind of things that make them start giggling, man. Start giggling. It's a Hennessy commercial. It's crazy. They're in that water now. What's that? What's that? What's that? Why they giggling? Why they giggling? So compare that splash to what we just saw with SpaceX. There we go. I got y'all, man. On every video, man, eventually they try to slow our net down, but we always get through it. So take a deep breath. HaWah telling me, look at this splash, right? Now compare that splash with what we just saw with this rock. Let's get it one more time. I can't make this up. They do a Hennessy commercial with an actual real figure, August Picard, being portrayed of him bursting into the waters above. And then we got to watch them shoot this rocket thing or missile. They call it just another explosion because they've done so many. They've done so many.
Here they come. Here comes, yes, number one. It imploded.
Come on, bro. Come on, brother. This come on, brother moment is brought to you by the Bully Slayer. Shout out to the Con Bully Slayer, man. Slaying them bullies, man.
Here they
NASA
come.
been bullying us. SpaceX been bullying us. The ops been bullying us.
Here comes, yes,
We
number one.
bursting through the water. The water. Just like August Picard.
It imploded.
Just like August Picard. Just like August Picard. So You got a lot of stuff to recount on your own, man. August Picard, F. Amadeo Giannini, Stratosphere Experiments, U.S. Navy, Richard Byrd. Like, come on, man. John Hopkins University was hip to it. Shout out to William Carpenter, Aquatab, and dropping some great drop on that. 100 proofs the Earth is not a globe. We definitely going to have to circle back to William Carpenter at some point. But, they doing Stratosphere Experiment. They going up, right? For what? Same thing with the fishbowl, right? Remember the fishbowl? Operation High Jump or Hijack, man. Fishbowl. Yep. We pulled some video up before of Operation Fishbowl. Starfish Prime, like like the Transformer Optimus Prime. 1.4 megaton high altitude nuclear test explosion. They are blowing up. Look at that. Look at this. They call them Thor rockets. Thor's hammer, right? Thor rockets. There's also like a Nimrod, something with Nimrod as well. And they're throwing these missiles up. That's why they say this is just another explosion. All near Hawaii. They caused the whole environment to be messed up for a while with all these nukes. Blasting nukes, man. Nukes. And what is SpaceX blasting? They don't call it a nuke. They just call it some test, right? Starfish Prime detonation, man. 82-day operation. 82 days of blasting, trying to blast through the firmament. 82 days after Bluegill Prime. So they have multiple primes. Starfish Prime, Bluegill Prime. All these were different stages of operation. A test named Kingfish was added during the early stages of Operation Fishbowl planning. 2 low-yield tests, Checkmate and Tightrope. Checkmate what? What are they checkmating? About the firmament were also added during the project, so the final number of tests in Operation Fishbowl was 5. Tightrope was the last atmospheric nuclear test. Same thing with the stratosphere. They've been doing this. That's why they say it's just another explosion. Last atmospheric nuclear test conducted by the U.S. until SpaceX is just exploding rockets, right? As the limited test ban treaty came, because they kept blowing up so much nuclear rockets in the atmosphere that they had to make a damn treaty. Just like Antarctic treaty. Managa, why would they be shooting missiles up if they thought they were on a ball? What would happen to that missile when it hits the vacuum of space? Do rockets even work in a vacuum? I haven't seen that proof either. It has to push off of something, right? You're in a vacuum. You're in a void, not the ether. It ain't pushing off the ether, right? It's pushing off of nothing. So if it's working, it's because of the ether. But yeah, man, these missiles are not exploding off of nothing. They would just go out of space, going out of space. Why would they waste trillions of dollars if the rockets are just going to go out to outer space? You know what I'm saying? They must be trying to hit something. That's why these are missions. That's why these are operations. Nuclear, atmospheric, nuclear test balls. The United States completed 6 high-altitude nuclear tests in 1958. Now, remember the JFK drop and the Blue Marvel, and you know, JFK just came into office 1961, right? Same year, 1961, they do the Antarctic Treaty, right? Okay. Yeah. Back to the sir, who has made for you the earth as a bed, my night. All right. So they do the Antarctic Treaty. Where's that? Where we got that? Bang. Just checking the dates. 1961. You go research President John F. Kennedy. He's in office, I think, from 61 to 63. He comes into office the same year that the Antarctic Treaty was found, and whatever secrets he had Might it be about Antarctica, my nigga? Because the Antarctic Treaty was formed the same exact year. Crazy, right? And Operation High Jump popped off what year? I mean, is it high jump or is it hijack? Right, so they been knowing whatever Kennedy knew, he would have been known. These secrets would have been, circulating. Because this is 1946, boss. They trying to go straight. They just worried about going straight. They sent 5,000 soldiers, 19 bombers, and 13 ships, something like that. 5,000 people on a mission to Antarctica. And then what happened? They got real quiet about it. And formed the Antarctic Treaty. The same year JFK took office. And that's happening at the same dang time. 1961, right? Come on, my noggin. It's happening at the same time, right? As these damn nuclear explosions on the firmament. So they are trying to go straight, high jump. They're trying to blast through the firmament, fishbowl, right? Count the operations. Then you got Operation Deep Freeze. We didn't even talk about really that yet. It's like a whole other drop. But just so you know, Operation Deep Freeze is code name for a series of United States missions to Antarctica, beginning with Operation Deep Freeze in 1955. Come on, man. Come on, brother. JFK comes into office, 5 years after that? So Deep Freeze happened. High Jump already happened. You don't think the Kennedys know? And he's supposed to have some alien secret about what? Nagas from across the plane? You know what I'm saying? Worlds beyond the poles? He knew about Richard Byrd. So Deep Freeze is happening at the same damn time as Fishbowl, basically. Same damn time. High Jump happened about a decade or so. We got High Jump, right? Let's count the operations. Count all these missions to discover HaWah's handiwork, right? Count the missions. Operation High Jump. Wow. Operation Deep Freeze. You can read more about it, but it's back to the Richard Byrd flow. United States Navy already had a record of earlier exploration in Antarctica. We just said that as early as 1839, Captain Charles Wilkes led the first U.S. naval mission into Antarctica. This is in 1800s. Shout out to the fam analog who read about an expedition in the 1800s as well. And yeah, that's the one I talked about. Dark-skinned people in this tropical area, surrounded by a wall of ice. Yeah, it said a dark-skinned tribe. It said so. More Nagas are across the plane if they're finding more Nagas past Antarctica, man. And they found it in the 1800s. Maybe that's what JFK, wanted to tell some of you Nagas because he was rocking with the Blue Marvel for a while until he was pressured to let him go, right? And then they wanted to keep a closer eye on Blue Marvel. Kennedy wasn't with that. That's probably why he, you know. So we're seeing clearly they didn't want them secrets to be out. They didn't want him talking about who the real Blue Marvel is, right? The Marvels. They didn't want him talking about the worlds beyond the poles and these naval expeditions into the Antarctic waters. Even in 1929, Admiral Richard E. Byrd established a naval base at what they call Little America. And you know the climate of America. They wouldn't call this place Little America, Managa, if they didn't find some tropical areas. We already showed you that they went 2,300 miles beyond the South Pole, imaginary pole points, 1,700 miles beyond the Arctic North Pole. And the pole means what? A field. A field. Okay. Let's count the operations. High jump, deep freeze. We're having too much fun. Operation Fishbowl, right? So you got Operation Hijack, High Jump, Operation Deep Freeze, Operation Fishbowl. Okay. Okay. Shooting the nukes up. Okay. Beta particles spiraling along magnetic lines of force. Yeah, we talking about a vault, my nigga. We talking about a vault. Yeah, they were for the high altitude test conducted in 1958 to 1962 in the vicinity of Johnston Island. The charged particles enter the atmosphere in the north hemisphere between Johnston Island and the main Hawaii Islands. They didn't care what happened to these people. This stuff messed these people up for a long time. Nuclear weapon effects, right? Now they got beta particles all over the place. Let's go. High jump, deep freeze, say it with me, fishbowl, one more we'll talk about. Operation Paperclip. We can't forget Paperclip. This is the one talking about a secret U.S. intelligence program in which more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians were taken from Germany, Nazi Germany, right? And now they form NASA. And I said, damn, Nazi sure looks like NASA. You know, the Z's and the S's are interchangeable, you know, the I to an A. Right. That's just too much drama. And that's between the same damn time as fishbowl nukes popping off and deep freeze, 1945, 1951, 1945, 1959. And Kennedy gets elected 2 years after that. You know he got the drop. You know he had the drop. He had the drop on these Germans, Nazi going into NASA. He wasn't rocking with NASA. Hell no. He's rocking with the Blue Marvel. Who's protecting the Blue Marble, right? The Marvel's protecting the Marble. Damn. So you read up on Operation Paperclip, where now all these former German, you know, scientists are now running NASA, Nazi NASA. You know what I'm saying? At the same damn time as this JFK election, at the same damn time as Fishbowl, at the same damn time as Deep Freeze, at the same damn time as the Antarctic Treaty Boss. Is it play? Managas? Is it play? Entered into force June 23rd, 1961. JFK, 35th U.S. President. He was assassinated in 1963. He went into office 1961. Huh? Youngest person ever elected. He had all the drive. Rest in power, JFK. He had all the drive. In 1961, it was all happening. High jump had been happening. Admiral Byrd popping off. But on the flip side, you had Giannini, F. Amadeo Giannini. You had August Picard. You had all these other great researchers, you know, researching the stratosphere. They trying to go straight. Operation Deep Freeze. They trying to go straight, right? Paperclip, fishbowl, right? They trying to blast up straight up. They just blasted nukes, right? They just blasted nukes. They're sending nukes up, boss. And if you watch these nukes going off, it looks the same damn near as water splashing. just like August Picard, just like we just saw with SpaceX. Look at this. Look at this, man. Wow. HaLawah. And I can see clearly. Ooh, wait. You can see clearly, right? Right. So all they did was put some more firepower to it. So you got the fire and the particles. But this is impact. These are points of impact in the sky where the rockets got high enough to get to that water. The same way we just saw. The same way. Okay. That water. Drop Nation got the water. Pole, remember, North Pole, South Pole are just fields, boss. Field. Etymology, pole means field, like soccer field, baseball field, flat, like a bed, a magnetic field, huh? Flat, to spread. So even how they flip poles, like North Pole, South Pole, has to be some point on the ball. It has to be some flat, spread out situation. It has to be a field, my naga. You know, they flipped it later, but we know what a pole means now. Going straight. You could watch 1,000 rockets popping off, and they're going to end up kind of flattening out, not really going straight up. We have to imagine at this point how many worlds are beyond the poles. Admiral Byrd said what? I mean, never forget, my night. Never forget. Hey, boss, I found a land the size of the United States that's never been seen by a human. Ever. Okay, Hijack City. Hijack City. I'll pull it up again. I'll get you Hijack City. Try to make my links disappear. Is it hijack or high jump, man? Y'all tell me. Let's get this first minute. Would it? This is belly flop to it. What did Admiral Byrd say he saw? Does this fit on your ball? What did Admiral Byrd say he saw? Does it fit on your ball? Let's see.
It used to be a no man's land, but these are the days when, by buying a ticket on a commercial airliner, you can fly across the North Pole and drink a cocktail at the same time. Yet only 60 or more years ago, about 35 years ago, our guest tonight found out whether there was any land north of the North American continent. He made that first discovery flight, and I must say that Admiral Byrd, our guest tonight, is not only our greatest living explorer, but he's been an inspiration to countless Americans. Admiral Byrd, you've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is.
Mm.
And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily.
Mm-hmm.
But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being.
What?
And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing.
That's very astonishing, boss. Does that new land fit on your ball? Have they ever? This was in the 40s, right? 30s. Have they ever put this land he's talking about on live television? Have they ever put this land on your map? Have they put it on your globe? Have they put it on your ball? Or did they just say, nothing to see here, nothing to see here, boss?
Militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored.
Whoa.
That's a tremendous
So
challenge.
there's a lot of adventure left down at the bottom of the world.
Woo-wee. And later he said they got all these resources, coal, uranium, gold. Ooh-wee. More worlds beyond the pole. The size of America, he's going through the ice. He finds more land, more water, more vegetation. Let's go. Have y'all heard of the sweat hypothesis? You know, we covered it once or twice, but this is just a kind of fun tidbit here. Sweat, right? Now, I'm just thinking about the climates and how this all connects with Antarctica and America, because it seems to be a real big connection, especially when we talk about the, Prester John investigation and the Antarctic high Amazon queens that ruled in Antarctica. They have pyramids and everything in Antarctica. So let's put it together. SWEAT, SWEAT, which stands for Southwestern United States and East Antarctica. And I like how they are honing in on southwestern United States, because now we're talking about what? Like Mexico, Cali, Utah, Texas, like, like Southwest, right? They're saying that this area in the Southwest connected at one point directly with Antarctica, boss. So a lot of the correlation, the vortexes, the connection, we talk about ancient Antarctica pre-ice, no cap on Antarctica's chest bone. It was connected directly to the land. That's why that's Tarzanka. That's why it's promised land, because this is promised land. And it all connects. So the SWEAT sweat is a hypothesis that the southwestern United States was at one time connected to East Antarctica, boss. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here, baby. Antarctica plays. Antarctica plays heavy. I love this hypothesis. Let's dig on this, because they don't teach this in school. See, this is the Minority Report. Love to the bro, Divine Prospect. This is a Minority Report. This is stuff they throwing away. No one's talking sweat hypothesis. When's the last time you heard somebody talk sweat hypothesis? No, man, it's flat drop 101. Halal HaWah. So the hypothesis of a late Precambrian fit, Precambrian, is what? The earliest part of Earth's history. Ooh. So we're talking about the beginning. So in the beginning, Western North America, or Southwestern, right? With the Australia Antarctic Shield. Remember Australia's was once a name for Antarctica as well. It just means below. So Antarctica was once called Australia's on our maps because it just meant below. So Australia's Antarctica and North America region permits the extensive of many features through Antarctica and into other parts of Gondwana. Now research Gondwana, and they got everything coming together. This is like Pangea, but with more lands connected with it. But think Pangea, think everything coming together. So when everything came together, they're saying Antarctica, mainly connected, what I'm saying, to the western or southwestern portion of North America. Please go further. For example, the Greenville Oregon, may extend around the coast of East Antarctica into India and Australia, and the Ophiolitic belt, Ophiolitic, of the latter may extend into East Antarctica. I mean, get sciencey all you want. We're just trying to paint a picture, right? The Wampay of northwest Canada may extend through eastern Australia into Antarctica. So all these are examples of how all this plays. They say 300 million cajillion years. Nah, it could be way. This could be around the days of Peleg when the Earth was divided, right? Okay, they're opposite margins to form the Appalachian. Prester John of Appalachia came to baptize. Remember that song? Prester John of Appalachia came to baptize you and me. Why is Prester John baptized? Because he got that fountain of youth. He don't got that preacher water. He's turning his tribe physically back to the age of 32. And that's a magical thing connected with these Appalachias. And now we're talking Appalachia connected with Antarctica. All right. Just remember that. Now, that's your intro into the sweat hypothesis. So next time that someone asks you heard about the sweat hypothesis? You're like, yeah, you're talking about when the southwestern United States connected with the East Antarctica? Is that why they call it Holy Land Balls? Is that why they call it Tarzan? Let's go. Great book. I'll leave it with you. The Enlightenment of the World. The Enlightenment of the World by John G. Abazai. And I believe he's a Persian reconner, published back in 1914, boss. This ain't no new psyop, boss. This is 100 years ago. This book contains proof, proof, proof that the earth is flat. Mm-mm. So, whether we're talking Johns Hopkins University, William Carpenter, or current reconners like Mark Sargent, Eric Dubay, Rob Skiba, you know what I mean? Shout out to Raptor News, man. Great reconner on this drop. You know what I mean? This is what we do, my naga. We talk heliocentric versus geocentric. We talk electromagnetism, versus density, or versus gravity. We talk density versus gravity. We talk 1,000 miles per hour spinning ball versus being firm, fixed, and immovable, flat, stationary. So, I just like his chapter on water because it's just so simple. You know what I'm saying? A child a child should be able to understand HaWah's handiwork. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be hidden in these secretive, yada yada. That leads to these operations and these missions, nuking up the place. This book has, in my opinion, good proofs to show that the earth is flat and always remains stationary, firm, fixed, and movable, while the sun, moon, and stars are always in motion. It also contains some testimonials on the subject. Boston, Massachusetts, 1910. Oh, yeah. There's some Persian. So, yeah, he is Persian. I know it's flipped, but I'm going to turn my head for this one. I don't think it's all flipped, is it? No. Okay. Oh, we start with an Indian? Okay, I just want to see this part right. Let me turn my head. All right, so let's see if I can get it. A natural proof. Suppose you put 5 steamers on the ocean as it is done by the water. Okay. Here at an equal distance from each other as far as eye can reach, and from it measure the surface of the water from and to every point. You will find the same measurement. This is an experiment that can be repeated. Look up the Bedford level experiment, where they took a 6 mile stretch of flat water, measured it on one end, measured it on the other end, and there was no difference in the measurement. There should be, and that's 6 miles. Remember, however the calculation is, 8 inches per mile, squared, and like every times two squared. Like every time you get another mile, I think you have to square it. But either way, there should be a lot of curvature. It shouldn't be the same flat level. 6 miles. That's a 6 mile flat stretch of water, which is impossible on a curved ball of water. You don't have a 6 mile stretch radius of flat water. You don't have a 6 mile flat piece of land. It's a ball. A ball is a ball. Stop with the play. A ball is a ball. So you're going to find the same measurements. By this, you will know that the surface of the water is flat and level, and the water proves that the earth is flat and stationary. Even a child can understand. The Indian is looking at, it says the Indian is looking at the proof of the paracel. He compares the sun with the paracel by saying that if the paracel were large enough, I could see it here above my head too. Also the same with the sun. If it were large enough, it could cover the earth, and the people, no matter where they were located, could see it at the same time above their heads. Don't HaWah say that when I return, everyone will see, everyone will be able to look up and see me. You know what I mean? So where's up on the ball? Up is everywhere. If you're on the bottom of the ball, that's up. Then people think it's up. But on a flat stationary plane, up is up, and up is up, and that's it. Everyone's up is the same up, so we can all witness HaWah at the same time. Flat, stationary. Chapter 1, just, a couple paragraphs on this water. Like I said, I'll leave this PDF, one of my favorites, originally written in Arabic. So we got the Quran earlier, giving us spread out like a bed, right? So we're getting the Quran perspective, Arabic perspective through John Abazai. You got a whole chapter about the water, a whole chapter about the land, about the sun, the moon, the stars. Just taking it real simple. That's why I like it. I think it's only 3 chapters. We'll get it piece by piece, but here is the first proof. You know that there is more water on earth than dry land. The water proves that the earth is flat, level, and stationary. Water is liquid. It runs always down and seeks its level and never runs up unless by power. And the water of the ocean is every way pretty near joined together on the earth, and they call it liquid. It will not stay on a round ball. Take a glass of water, pour it on a round ball, and if the water stays on, then the earth must be round. But if the water falls off, then the earth must be flat. Second proof. Take a pan and fill it with water and see if it is higher in the center than on the sides. If this is true, then the water of the ocean might be round, but if the water in the pan is flat and level, then the water of the ocean must also be flat and level, because water always reaches its flattest point no matter what you pour it in. Let's go. There is no experiment of water forming a ball and being masses of water crushed into a ball. And don't say, oh, that's HaWah's miracle. Stop playing. HaWah said firm, fixed, immovable, spread out like a tent, my nigga, like a bed, man. The water, like a water bed, man. The water of the ocean is level and cannot be nothing else, because it is liquid, which proves that the land is flat and not round. The land is not exactly flat and level, for there are mountains and valleys, or hollow, or inner earth sections, right? But it's still flat overall, right? But it makes no difference, for if the mountains were in the valleys, it would leave the land flat and level and higher than the water? I have been thinking of the question for a long time. At last, I have found out for myself from the water and the sunbeams, the sun's rising, the sunlight, etc., that the earth cannot be round and in motion as books and teachers have taught. So he's fighting public school education in 1910. He's having the same issue as us in 2023, man. This is how long they've been preaching this Copernican line, man. Since 15 such and such, right? Before he even had an airplane, he knew he saw curvature. Stop it, man. Airplanes weren't invented in 19 early 1900s, man. So stop the play Copernicus. The earth cannot be round and in motion, as books and teachers have taught. The teachers offer proofs to show that the earth is round, but the proofs they offer are all false. When the children go to school, the teacher tells them the world is round, and of course, they believe it, and they do not ask how it is round. They are young and they know very little. When they grow up, they still believe the earth is round, like little children. This is written in Arabic, Managa. This ain't coming from the English. This is written in Arabic. All right. When they grow up, they still believe the earth is round and in motion, and so in turn they teach this to others without knowing the truth. The water is flat, which proves that the earth is flat and stationary. From its fruit, you will know what kind of tree it is. Khan, say it with me. Halal HaWah. The earth is flat, which proves the water is flat, which proves that the earth is flat and stationary, boss. How they say it? How they say it? First Chronicles, he has fixed the earth firm, stationary, immovable. Psalms 93, stationary, immovable. Thou hast fixed the earth immovable and firm. Psalm 96, thou hast fixed the earth immovable, firm, fixed. Foundations. Psalm 104, thou did fix the earth on its foundation. A ball spinning at 63 miles, going through space at 67,000 miles per hour, spinning at over 1,100 miles per hour, according to NASA, Operation Paperclip telling us this. You want to tell me that this ball you're spinning on, traversing through the vacuum of space as a ball of water because of the theory of gravity, has foundations? Copernicus says the sun is stationary. Later they say the sun is going 450,000 miles per hour. That's a huge difference, man, between going 0 miles per hour and going 450,000 miles per hour. So if he's that wrong about the sun's movement, how much wronger is he about us spinning on a ball and the earth moving? Stop it. He's all jammed up. Isaiah 45, who has made the earth and fashioned it and himself fixed it, right? So foundations, immovable, boss. Stop playing. I ain't here for this play. We ain't here for this play. John Abazai ain't here for this play. The water is flat, which proves the earth is flat and stationary. Immovable. From its fruit, you will know what kind of tree it is. You can tell by looking at a building whether it has a good foundation. A judge will not take witnesses who are far away, but those that are near him, so that he can speak to them and examine the case and find out the truth. The proofs about the earth are found the same way. The nearer the proofs are to the mind, the better we can understand them. The proofs in this book are very good and can be understood by anyone. Even a child can understand it. That's the drop. When a child can understand the name Hawa, framer, shaper, breath, security, foundation. Now we can understand foundation. Don't pay attention to a faraway proof like NASA, right? It may not be the truth, but just like the proofs in the geography, the sun cannot throw the Earth's shadow on the moon because sometimes they are very near to each other, or we see the moon in the daytime. This you can tell in the evening and in the morning by seeing the moon and the sun at the same time. What I just say? What I just say? And if I see the sun and the moon together every single day over my house, then what's on the other side of your damn ball? You must not have no luminaries, right? I mean, make it make sense. My nigga, y'all gotta stop playing with us. They got to stop playing with us, nigga. We spiraling up. Make it make sense. How if I see this, I'm in Cali, I got the sun and moon right over my house, right? Around 1 o'clock, 12, even in early mornings, all day. What's on the other side of the ball? No sun? No moon? My nigga, this is every day. You see it too, right? So we see sun and moon. Look how dramatized this curvature is. You just saw how that flat plane was in the August car Hennessy commercial. Look how much curvature they fake it. Look all this fake curve, fake ass curvature. All I put in was Earth picture from space. And this is what I get: marbles and marbles, CGI and paintings. Nothing real. You gotta ask, boss, why nothing real? This one here looks like the realest one, but look at how the curvature's all weird. So this is called a fisheye lens, and they just, you know, throw some curvature on it, man, through a fisheye bubble lens. So they mix a little truth with a whole lot of fake. Y'all believe this, man? Why does NASA train underwater? Because they are underwater. They ain't going nowhere, boss. Space is water. Hey, con up, get the drop, the enlightenment of the world. We see the sun and the moon at the same dang time. You ought not to believe everything the professors and astronomers say because they do not know everything. The man who said that the earth was proved round by the sight of row of ships until the ocean made a mistake, and what he says is not true. Just because he measured and looked at the subject in his own way, he has not proved it but guessed it. And of course, now we got super duper telescopes where we can zoom in and still see the same ship on the water. It's just based on law of perception or perspective. You know what I'm saying? That you can only see so far and things start to look like, they're disappearing, right? Telescopes can only see so far before things start to look like they're disappearing. But you get a high power telescope, you zoom in, and that object is right there on flat water, right in front of you, not going over no horizon. That's an optical illusion, and they know it. And this is necromancy. This is sorcery. This is trickery. This is hijack city. And you're teaching this to my children like it's a fact when gravity's a theory and not a law. Without the theory of magical gravity, you don't have no water crush on a ball. Your whole entire theory, your whole entire premise is based on a theory. Ours is based on fact. Water is flat, not curved. So you got to prove the curvature of water or land. But bridges are built, hundreds of mile bridges. No curvature is even thought about from these engineers, building engineers. They're not thinking about the curvature of the earth as they're building these 100-mile long bridges, railroads. The Aztecs and the Chinese and the slaves, whatever, built the railroads, 3,000 miles and thousands of miles of railroads. You thought they thought about the curvature, man? Every uh, 8 inches every mile. Like, you think they was curving in and engineering every mile of the race? Stop it, man. They just put on flat land and laid down some tracks. They weren't thinking about the curvature of the earth, and you know it. These bridges, Great Wall of China, none of them was thinking about the curvature of your earth. That's a theory, man. That's a hijack theory because you can't prove it at all. At all. You won't even give us a real picture of the Earth. You won't even send a satellite up to turn around and take a damn picture. You won't even send some type of live feed and show the Earth actually spinning. Huh? You won't show us nothing. So we are entitled to have a investigation, to have a hypothesis, to dig on it without you getting in our way, coming in our classroom saying, you guys are retarded. Oh my God. I can't believe y'all graduated from school. I can't believe you believe everything teachers say. Teacher's pet. Sign us a file. All right, man. I'm out of here, man. You see what it is, man. Thus the Antarctic Treaty. Right. All these nations now have to be confederate against us because they don't want you going straight. They don't want you going straight. They don't want you seeing more worlds beyond the pole. They don't want you understanding the connection between Tarzan to Holy Land, Antarctica, so-called, with no cap on Antarctica's chest bone, pre-Little Ice Age. There was no ice in Antarctica. So it was tropical, boss, which is why there's still pockets of tropical nagas in these tropical zones. The further and further you get. I mean, what did the homie Analog say one more time? You know, he's reading the document from the 1800s too. We're in the 1800s, just like William Carpenter's documentation, 100 proof the Earth is not a globe. Yeah, I'm just getting it back for y'all, man. Shout out to Analog, man. Fair use. Analog said he want to do something together. So we're going to do something, man. We're going to figure it out, you know. Talk about the Preston flow, talk about Antarctica, some stuff. You know what I mean? We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. All right, let me load this up, y'all. My bad.
Mast of his ship and discovered two smoking volcanoes on the other side of this ice wall. He called them Terror and Erebus.
Listen up.
After his ships. He thought he could detect the sight of warm air rising, the difference in the atmosphere being visible. All Antarctic explorers say that there may be a warm polar circle.
Hold up. Just reload. Let me reload. You two playing. I don't want y'all getting distracted because you see fuzzies. So take the time, reload it, get the fuzzies out so we can make a beautiful dismount, my nigga. The most beautiful dismount of all time. I got things to do, so told y'all I won't take too long, and it's already all happening. What can I say? Am I overdropping? Y'all let drop? No.
Mast of his ship
man.
And discovered two smoking volcanoes on the other side of this ice wall.
Let's get it back. Let's get it back. All these things together. Now, this other one has to do with the flat drop, you know, flat Earth type of expeditions, and you know, let's dig on it.
And he render his crew for an additional month of voyage. After sailing through the sea of ice, the explorer strikes land. There is a great flat.
The fuzzies are gonna go away. All right, the fuzzies will go away. Just listen to what's coming out of this Virginia Free Press in 1800s. It's the 1800s. Up to Analog.
Beach of ice-covered country over which the glacier breaks. It is of varying depth, and to the south of it rises a wall of ice. This wall is the stumbling block to all explorers. None have ever scaled it. The existence of this great ice barrier is attributed by Borgolovic and others who have gone there to the action of the water. The ice waves pass over the beach and beat against the ready formed wall of ice and keep it ever firm and solid, a barrier that which is within. It is to scale this wall that the new explorations are to take place. Captain Ross in 1840 climbed the
Captain Ross, right? So now you got the Ross Shelf and the Ross Sea and all this Ross business, right? Okay. And yeah, I mean, these were explorers even before Admiral Byrd, but now the 1800s, going straight, going straight.
The mast of his ship and discovered two smoking volcanoes on the other side of this ice wall. He called them Terror and Erebus after his ships. He thought he could detect the sight of warm air rising, the difference in the atmosphere being visible. All Antarctic explorers say that there may be a warm polar circle within this wall of ice. They bring back pieces of petrified bark and they find curious bones of animals. Their reasoning is that a quiet, peaceful people dwell within this circle and
Peaceful,
enjoy a superbulous atmosphere hemmed in by the wall of ice.
peaceful people.
The supposition is no more crazy than the knowledge that we dwell comfortable here within a wall of ice at either pole of our world.
Bang, bang. Right. I'm glad I got this back because it helped me see clear. This explorer in the 1800s is saying that there's a peaceable people. And when you get the whole thing, he's talking about pretty much that, they were being warned not to really invade these dark-skinned people, this dark-skinned tribe over there. It just wasn't really worth, the energy of having to fight these people. So they avoided going in certain tropical areas within the Antarctic. And he's saying that's no more crazy than look at us. We're surrounded by a wall of ice. You don't look at it like that because they tell you you're on a spinning ball, but you're surrounded by a wall of ice. So someone could be writing the same thing about us and saying there's a bunch of tropical people, some naggers over there, some darkies within this wall of ice, forming this type of warm pocket where the water is flowing. It's not ice, right? And the land is tropical based on where the sun is, you know what I mean? So that's all he's saying. It's like, it's not so crazy, right?
New explorations are to take place. Captain Ross in 1840 climbed the mast of his ship and discovered two smoking volcanoes on the other side of this ice wall. He called them Terror and Erebus.
So if you got volcanoes, you got volcanic activity, you got heat, you got tropical zones.
After his ships. He thought he could detect the sight of warm air rising, the difference in the atmosphere being visible. All Antarctic explorers say that there may be a warm polar circle within this wall of ice. They bring back pieces of petrified bark and they find curious bones of animals. Their reasoning is that a quiet, peaceful people dwell within this circle and enjoy a superbulous atmosphere hemmed in by the wall of ice.
Peaceful people.
The supposition is no more crazy than the knowledge that we dwell comfortable here within a wall of ice at either pole of our world. They are surrounded by the same wall of ice. Isn't that funny that they're both describing two circular walls, the one that encapsulates us and one that encapsulates this tropical race of dark-skinned people?
Whoa.
If a passage were discovered, it would be...
It's a drop within a drop. Sorry, I might be over-dropping. One more time. He said it so plain because he had just said it earlier about this Antarctic, tropical group of nigga dark-skinned people.
Surrounded by the same wall of ice. Isn't that funny that they're both describing two circular walls, the one that encapsulates us and one that encapsulates this tropical race of dark-skinned people?
Whoa.
If a passage were discovered, it would...
Where did that come from? I just belly flopped, so apparently we missed some dark-skinned people drop. You got the link. You can get back to it, but yeah, go get that drop, man. This is in 1800s, talking about a tropical race of dark people beyond the Antarctic encompassed by their own ice wall, my nugget. So they knew this is the 1800s, and maybe this is what the Blue Marvel connects to, the JFK situation connects to, the secrets he was holding on to. This is what the paperclip is about. This is what the fishbowl is about. This is what the deep freeze is about, my nugget. It's what all this stuff is about, man. Shoot, man. That's what the high jump's about, for sure, right? Yeah. Oh man, it's my favorite part. And funny thing happened on the way to the moon. Love the Dizzle video. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. This Come on, brother moment is brought to you by Dizzle Fitty. Come on, brother. They trying to show the earth, and they ended up showing the earth. Come on, brother. For the dismount, man. We almost out of here. Flat drop 101.
Billions of dollars of pure profit went with each return. How coincidental that the following mission would have the element of life and death jeopardy. Apollo 13. Now the public would take going to the moon more seriously and be reconnected with the drama. We now realize that perhaps the reason Neil Armstrong has never given an on-camera interview is because he doesn't want to lie anymore. What threats may have been made upon such honorable men or their families to possess their reluctant cooperation and later ill feelings towards perpetuating this still darkened hour in American history? NASA's highest-ranking official, James Webb, resigned without explanation just days before the first Apollo mission. Why, when he was on the threshold of achieving the greatest accomplishment of his career? All three Apollo 11 astronauts also resigned shortly after their return. On the 25th anniversary of the event in 1994, Neil Armstrong made a rare public appearance and held back tears as he spoke these brief cryptic remarks before the next generation of taxpayers as they toured the White House.
Today we have with us a group of students among America's best. To you we say, we have only completed a beginning. We leave you much that is undone. There are great ideas undiscovered, breakthroughs available to those who can remove one of truth's protective layers.
He is that layer.
Or the firmament.
Perhaps someday soon, with the uncovering of this footage and its meaning, the true patriots of America will rise up or come forward and free the citizens and themselves from the sin that so easily entangles and from a federal government that needs to have the gangrene.
Interesting, right? And I think that truth layer, I think really that was cryptic for like the firmament. Like the layer of truth needs to be removed, right? They're trying to remove the firmament. They're trying to remove the barrier, man. Neil Armstrong slipped one in on that one, man. Love the Dizzle for the drop, man. Y'all got this drop. We got a piece last time. We'll get a paragraph out of this too. Best dismount of all time. Flat drop 101. The earth is a plane. Pull it up. Let's go. NASA is a military operation. Yeah. Neil Armstrong in there, huh? Future strategic issues, future warfare, circa 2025. Capabilities of the enemy after next. What is this another mission called Enemy After Next? What, ongoing worldwide technological revolutions, economic trends, potential nature of farther term warfare. What is farther term warfare? Are we going farther beyond the poles? Are you bringing warfare farther to the natural ones? We gotta decipher, man. It says NASA is first and foremost was a military operation disguised as a private corporation listed on DUN Dunn and Bradstreet's list of corporations. The above documents are taken from a slideshow presentation that was said to be released inadvertently to the internet in 2005 and passed around the alternative news media in 2013. NASA has not denied its authenticity. This 114-page slide presentation, given by Dennis M. Bushnell, chief scientist at NASA's Langley Research Center, right there in Virginia, documents NASA's war strategies, including the use of highly advanced aerosol spraying technology. I am, I am out of here, boss. Say it with me. Silent weapons, quiet wars, geoengineering. What are they spraying? What are they fumigating us with in the nighttime too? And what does that have to do with aerosol spraying technology used for Naga control, mind control, and human sterilization? Whoa, we out of here, boss. I told you it's the best discount of all time. We're going from NASA to NASA, right? Operations, missions, right? Fishbowl, nuclear attacks on the firmament, deep freeze, Admiral Byrd, mission 5,000 soldiers brought to Antarctica, mission, paperclip, mission, high jump, mission. So what's the mission now when we see this spraying of highly advanced aerosol technology used for mind control and human sterilization? Who do you think they're targeting, boss? Additional war strategies include spraying smart dust containing self-replicating nanobots. And if you don't get enough of that, they're gonna want to hit you with it a different way, right? I mean, we just investigate that are ingested, then mechanically self-assembled inside our bodies. What do they just give us? What are they giving us? Spraying us, putting it in our GMOs in our food, everything, right? The water, everything. And that can attach to our nervous systems. Geoengineers, weather modifiers use HARP. You heard of HARP? Look it up. Over the horizon radar systems, along with supercomputers that can literally read and overwrite commands to your brain based on the nano that's already been put inside of your body through the highly advanced aerosol spraying technology used for mind control. What do you think they're doing with your mind bone? Making you docile, making you weak, making you distracted, making you depressed, making you confused, making you angry. Malaka, you feel a certain type of way? You feel a type of way? Don't even blame yourself at this point. Know that you're being attacked and do something about it. Detox, right? Shout out to Yosef. Detox, man. Silent weapons, quiet wars. Like, we got to do, if anything, try to eat, you know what I'm saying? Love to Yaki Awakening. He had this whole fruit diet thing. Like, we got to do that. You got to try, man. Even if you feel like it ain't enough and the fruit is going to be this and the veggies are going to be that. We know they're attacking our veggies. We know they're attacking the water, the fruit, the soil. They're spraying over everything. The best thing we can do is code up. That's the best thing we can do. Because we're going to need HaWah intervention, my niggas. This stuff affects our brain and nervous system. So now you got this Alzheimer's kicking up. You know what I mean? Now you got heart disease and all these other things at an all-time spiked rate. This highly secretive and advanced nanotechnology. They want to test you for this, stick stuff up your nose. What's on them swabs is currently being used on what is called targeted. Come on, I'm out of here. Who's the target? Do I got to go back to Amos chapter 3? You only have I known, children of Israel. I'm only rocking with y'all. So who's the target? Who's been the target? Who's the target? Who's the tab? Please Google targeted individuals. Yeah, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with that, because then it goes into the AI. We're back into alchemical serpents, Elon Musk, Neuralinks, right? We're back into all that, right? You see what's happening. Go research report from Iron Mountain, Managi. Full spectrum dominance of space by 2025. We got to dig on that. And like we said, silent weapons for quiet wars. Go dig on Yosef the Real's channel, because he broke this down like it can never be broken down, ever again. Hey, out to the con Yosef the Real, man. And we just talking NASA and Neil Armstrong and all these operations, man. And we out of here, man. I mean, it's enough for you to dig on, right? It's enough for you to dig on. Here a little, there a little. Just know that this is warfare. Whether they messing with your minds, telling you that you're spinning on a ball. Because if you think you're spinning, how will you ever be still? How will you ever have a still moment? How can you meditate if you're spinning at 1,000 miles per hour for eternity, boss? For eternity, right? Oh man. Psalms 4, chapter 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and walk not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, be hijack free, my naga. Dodge all hijacks at all costs. Static free, hijack free. No hijacks allowed. Avoid it. Dodge your own damn hijack. Pass not by it, right? Turn from it and pass on. For they sleep not, these hijacks, except they have done evil. They don't sleep until they've done evil, till they sprayed you, right? Till they've, you know, fumigated you, genocided you, stole from you, right? And their sleep, remember, Papal Bull, Doom Diverse 1452, with due meditation, they done meditated on this, man. They meditated on your demise with due meditation. They sleep not, except they've done some evil. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause someone to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence, Manag. What? Genocide. Silent weapons, quiet wars. Will they do it? Will they do it? We're talking about the way of evil men. Will they do it? We're talking about wickedness. Will they do it? Will they invade you? Will they slay your priests, slay your women, slay your children? Will they do it? But the path of the righteous is as the light of dawn. Like I said, HaWah only knew you, children of Israel. You are the righteous that is the light, right? And your light will allow the whole world to see clearly, that want to see, that have the righteousness, the righteous hearts, to have a dragonfly perspective and see clearly. Not everybody will. Very few will. But some, and HaWah's portion will, right? So the righteous are the light that shines more and more into the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. My son, my daughter, attend to my words. Incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thy heart. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all of your flesh. Above all that thou guardest, keep your heart, for out of it are the issues of life. Put away from thee a froward mouth, and perverse lips put far from you. Let your eyes look right on. Do you see clearly? The etymology of dragon is to see clear, Let thine eyes look right on. Let thine eyelids look straight before you. Because when you go straight, you reach the heavens, man. Do you see clearly? Make plain the path of your feet, and let all your ways be established. With the breath and the security, that's how we get established. Firm, fixed, and immovable, like the world HaWah created. That's how we are established, fixed, founded, so that we cannot be moved. And let all your ways be established. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove your foot from evil. Dodge all hijacks at all costs. Be established. Look straight, my dog. Spread out. The earth is spread out. What they say in the Quran, what they say with the Surah, it is He who has made for you earth as a bed. Spread out. God. Earth like a carpet. God. Since He is the one who has laid out the earth as a carpet for you and has traced highways on it for you. What are these highways? Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what these highways and these pathways are, my nigga. These roads, right? Are they the ley lines, so-called ley lines, dragon lines? And what are they seeing out of their telescopes? Remember the Pope's telescope called Lucifer? Remember the acronym for it? Y'all remember? They call it Lucy for the dismount. They shortened it to Lucy. Originally, it was Lucifer. And here's their acronym. This is some made-up stuff. Large Binocular Telescope. Near Infrared. Spectroscopic. So all that is the L. Utility. Okay, now we got a U. With camera. That's the C. And integral, I. Field, F. Unit for extragalactic, E. Research. Come on, man. Come on, bro. I'm out of here, bro. This infrared instrument super telescope thing is literally called Lucy or Lucifer, my naga, and no one does that by accident. Create an entire stretch out an entire acronym to come on, man. Adversary business, man. This is adversary talk, man. Large binocular telescopes, and just like the one the Pope uses. A telescope called Lucy. And y'all thought it was play. You thought it was play, but they are bursting through the dome into the water. The water's above, my nigga. The water's above. And then from there, they start smiling because they see them dragons, man, in the sky. Oh, wow. In the sky. Hijack City. Come on. Let's go. Oh, okay. That's how y'all want to do us. Let's get it back. I said in the sky. We out of here, man. We out. Hijacks is, this Operation Hijack or Hijack, man. Y'all tell me, man, because the interference patterns, this is what they're here for. Yeah. 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 In the sky, waters above. What is this, huh? What is it? What y'all think they depicting right here? Y'all leave a comment. Y'all reach this far, man. I appreciate y'all for surfing away with me all the way to the new beginning, man. What do y'all think this is? Why is he smiling? Yeah, they're smiling as if they are just so confident and so validated that they just seem so confirmed right now. Like they've reached ultimate confirmation. Ultimate confirmation that there are waters above and waters below. So when they call this another explosion, now we know they've been nuking the dome for like a century, man. You know, damn near 100 years of blasting and blasting. Hijack just been blasting off.
3, 2,
Ignition.
we have liftoff. Vehicle pitching downrange.
Now it's crazy because we don't hear all that cheering. We hear little cheers, but we don't hear all that cheering when this thing hits the water, right? That was a lot of cheering though, but then what happened?
Separation.
Ignition.
Here they come. Here they come. Here they come.
T minus 3, 2, 1.
Here comes, yes, number one.
That water. That water, baby. Oh man, that's beautiful.
It imploded.
That's beautiful. Just like August Picard. Flat Drop 101 is litty in Drop City, and we're always giving updates. Try to give daily updates, man, right here on the gram, man. And that's where you can find us, either YouTube or the IG. We're not on Twitch and Twitter. We're trying to get a new Facebook flow going. I know some, special requests for some of my international Nagas. Some of my Nigerian Nagas actually told me this. It was like, it's easier for us to view the videos if you do it on the Facebook. So we're going to start launching on the Facebook. The website is being worked on, the new website, the one for your patients. Ether packs are going out, flat packs still. We got a brand new manufacturer, so it just took us extra time to get this new shipment flow going, man. And then they sent us the wrong joints that were too small for all the data, and I didn't want to give Nagas half data, so that took a little, you know what I mean? So it's just been hijack city, but we are finally getting the flow out. So anyone that is owed any packs, flat packs, they're on your way. They're on their way. You're on your way. And if anyone's interested in a flat pack that has a lot of our flat earth recon on it, number one, we have flat pack 1, then we're going to have a flat pack 2. And those are like bracelets, you know what I'm saying? So ThaWaDa for your super duper patience cons and all your support with the website and all the products and all that, supporting MHOE, Soulbone Podcast, Tribe Up Music, everything that's coming out the tree that is Drop Nation, man. And that is, our breath and our security, our wow, man. So dig on Most High over OVA _ everything and Soulbone, SOLBONE podcast on IG. Cause Top Battle been popping off. She got some drop on Go for Wood popping off, man. We got some Mystery of the Arc flow where the Aqua is taking a beautiful journey looking into the arc, man. And the arc plays because how do you flood a ball? It was much easier to flood a flat plain by opening up the waters above or the waters below. Go for wood, make room in the ark. So this gopher had a cypress gopher had a big plate. Played heavy. Perhaps it was related to the Hebrew gopher, name of the tree whose wood was used to make the ark. Okay. It is recorded that Noah's ark was built of gopher wood, but it is only of late years that anything has been known of this particular tree. Woo! I'll leave it there. Y'all get it, man. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. Surfing the wave, man. Yeah, we're finding sea dragons, man. This is a big beast right here, man. And this is the real skull. They said they found actually a complete skeleton in the cliffs. One of my cons said, yeah, right here. Shout out to SG Kid Hazel. He said, sounds like it was an ancient dragon in its lair where it died and was mummified. Over time, that lair became a cliff where they just found its intact skeleton. Wow. Yeah, giant sea monster. Look at the bite. That's a big beast, huh? Yeah, buddy. That ain't no regular fish. That's a giant sea fish, like it say in Genesis, right? Even Book of Job, Leviathan type flow. God, okay. It's all happening. Love to Khan, Chef Teen Khan. I know I'm not saying that right. Come my bad. Chef Teen. Let's go. They got that water. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Remember we talked about the melanin, $500 a gram of melanin, and we went through this whole melanin. We're gonna get back on the melanin flow. This is just, man, this is almost scary how she just says this, man. 100 milli.
Kidneys. Yes. And organs. Yes. 5. And your eyes also can sell it. Wait. You just sell me for how much? 100 million? Yes. Because of my kidneys. Yes. And organs. Yes. 5. And your eyes also can sell it. Wait.
And that's just only one of us. See how the truth come out? The truth is more disturbing than the lie.
Damn.
See? She said, you can sell me for how much? 100 million. Huh? For your liver, your kidneys, your heart, your testicles, reproduction organs, and your eyes. You remember in the movie Get Out when he wanted the eyes? Because see, when you have our eyes, they think that they can see beyond the veil.
Whoa. They think that they can see clearly through the Naga's eyes and give them an artificial dragonfly perspective. Ouch. Hey, keep your family close and know that you're a walking lick to these people. You know what I'm saying? So you can branch out and put all the pieces together about everything that's been going on, man, in the dark web, deepest webs, and trafficking this and kidnapping this and abortions that. You know what I mean? You put it all together, man. This is just super duper drop right there. 100 milli. Man, they slay the dragon. Shout out to Tilan Toani. I know I'm not saying that right. Tila Toani Maki. Yeah, we've seen stuff like this, right? St. George and then Michael and then they slay the dragon just like they slay you. It's supposed to be the Indians being slayed. The indigenous Nagas being slayed by the same spear as they slay the dragons. To slay your dragon, they create opposites, right? They get you fighting each other, and they send opposite frequencies on you, like 440 hertz and everything else. GMOs, nanos, AI. That's Hijack City, creating that cadmus, which produces the conscientio, the bringing together of opposites to slay your dragon, which is you. You're supposed to protect your dragon by being in code. You protect your dragon, the dragon protects you. If you don't protect your dragon gets slayed. Now you got no protection, no guardian. The dragon can't do nothing with you when you're out of code. Your kundalini can't rise, your chakra, your frequency can't rise. But when you're in code, you're eating right, you're in code with HaWah, your frequency rises. Now they can't slay you no more. Not with silent weapons, quiet wars. Now it got to be loud weapons, loud wars, right? Now we back to the Chickamauga wars, right? Now we back to what it is, an invasion. But right now they're trying to act like they ain't invading nothing. It's just peaceful slavery. But when you wakey, they can't be quiet no more. They gotta make their war loud. And he got the Christian cross to slay the dragon. Zeus got to slay the dragon, right? Yeah. That's how they get us. Separate us from our creator. Bring together opposites with their Christianity. Give us a new hero. Go through the Son and get to the Father. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Angels are dragons. Angels are dragons. You protect your dragon by keeping the code so your dragon can protect you, my knocker. Because every knocker got a dragon. Earth got a second moon. Hey, this is what's happening on the Soulbone podcast. On IG, we'll be talking about these topics. You know, we got a lot more Soulbone podcasts coming to a living room near you where a con could be a con and have a conversation. Earth has a second moon for another 300 years at least. Why do we see two moons this morning? What? They seeing two moons. Strange tales of two moons. Two moons, mysterious objects spotted. Two moons, two moons, two moons. Y'all see what's going on, man. Two discs. I thought we just had one disc. We got dragon eggs. Shout out to Real History Uncovered. ThaWaDa to the Oxion Marley for dropping this one. Over 100 dino eggs were just discovered in a nest in Argentina. Stop it, boss. Stop it, boss. You didn't find no dino eggs. The word dinosaur was invented in 1941. Before that, it was called dragons. Dinosaurs were called dragons before the word was invented in 1941, 1942. So these are dragon eggs by definition. Ping, Pal, Aob, Zion, Marley, man. MHOE. Y'all go shop MHOE.clothing. Zion Marley is our brand ambassador, man. And we're going to get it to the cons. We're going to get these garments flown. We're going to get these garments flown. We're going to get this frequency right. Start working with the hemp flow. Start working with the linen flow. We're going to need all the cons to come together, man, to, you know what I'm saying, build, this nest, man. This is a nest, a safe nest that we can create our garments, create our stories, our books. We got to form our nest of protection, man. And we need things on the wall, and we need to be able to be fed in this nest, you know what I'm saying? So we want to rock our garments so that we can get our frequency up, so that we got frequency that's building us up as we wear our garments. 100% cotton at the very least, right? But linen, hemp, we got to get to that. Wool, got to get to that. That's highest frequency garments you're going to get. So look out for us. We're going to need your help to build, you know what I mean? To get the fabrics, to get the flow. We can need designers, man. AI Five Eyes, my Jigga, MHOE, my popping off. Ambassador of Tribal Music, owner of MHOE. My naga is popping off, man. So look out for us, man. And just know the moon is a map. Do you see clearly? Black sun, remember that? Ooh, okay. Maybe I'm overdropping. ThaWaDa Con, Dame, man, and Mystios. And we out of here, man. CJ Battle, Soulbone Podcast. Dig on Crystal James Media on IG. Dig on C.J.Battle on IG. Dig on Holistic Sam, Samantha, Aqua Sam popping off. All the producers. Man, the cons popping off this mental flow because they got our mind bones hijacked. So we need to go back into our inner space, man. And CJ Battle got the tribe of music to take us there for the outro. ThaWaDa to the cons. Stay up, suit up, choose.
Catch the rain coming down. Cause it's big house to the big clock in the holster. Better kick rocks, know when to stop like you're supposed to.
Okay.
I cannot play with fate at all. I cannot stand the fakes at all. No, I've been standing straight and tall. No, the game is straight. Mental sacrifice getting made. Ain't nobody getting paid. Ain't no way this can sustain at all. No, we can't sustain it. Plotting on a great escape, cause I can look you in the face and tell you everything straight. Not at all. At all. I cannot play with fate.
Hell no.
At all. I cannot stand the fakes.
NASA.
At all. No, I've been standing straight. And tall. Now the game is straight. Mental.
Mental.